Alright, here are some of the simpler ways of completing the square. First and foremost, you must be in position to expand a double bracket. For example, so this is the double bracket. Basically, it is x plus a with another bracket of x plus a. So without wasting time, when you expand this, you will have x squared plus 2x plus a squared. So if you know this, then it will be very easy for you to complete square. So now let's start with an example here. So they want us to complete square this very expression. All you have to know that if you are completing the square, the final answer must be in this form. So next, I'm going to deal with this right side in which they want me to express my answer. So I'm going to deal with it. I open brackets and then after I compare coefficients. So leaving a alone, I can expand this double bracket and it is basically x squared plus 2bx plus b squared. I make the a enter and I'll end up having ax squared plus 2abx plus ab squared plus that c. So now when you reach here on this final step of expanding the other right hand side in which they want you to express the answer, you are going to compare coefficients. So you can see clearly that I have x squared, I have x, and I have what does not have an x. So this one here, the coefficient of x, I can call that one b, and this is actually a. So this expanded expression is also in the form of a quadratic expression, where the coefficient of x squared is a, the coefficient of x is 2ab, and the one that doesn't have a c or the constant is ab squared plus c. So now, next, I'm going to compare coefficients. So you can see x squared here is a, and here it is 3. So I can see clearly that a is equal to 3. Next, the coefficient of x here is negative 6. And when I compare it with this expanded form, I'll have 2ab. But remember, I already got my a, so I'll have negative 6 equaling 2. 2 times a is 3. And I'll end up having negative 6 equaling to 6b, and I get my b as negative 1. So then lastly, I am going to see what my c is, because I've gotten my a and b, and then I need to know what my c is. So we know that ab squared plus c, when compared with the original expression, it's going to be 2. I already know what my a is, I already know what my b is. So 3 times negative 1 squared, I end up having 3, then plus c, then equaling to 2. C is simply negative 1. So meaning my final, it means this very expression can be expressed as 3, then x, b, we see clearly it is negative 1, and then squared, and then negative 1. As simple as that. That is the easiest way of also completing the square. Okay. So what you have to do is you expand the right hand side in which they want you to express your answer. Then next you compare coefficients. You just have to compare coefficients, the ones of x squared, the ones of x, and c basically. So a, you can see clearly 3, b is negative 6, so minus 2a, positive 2ab is equal to negative 6, and then you can see clearly that you end up having your b as negative 1. Then we come to this side that doesn't have an x. You already know what your b is negative 1, so negative 1 squared is positive 1 times 3 plus c, and end up having your c as negative 1. So this is the easiest way of completing the square. So we are going to go to the second example. So it is done the same way, and it is one way of completing squares, so it makes life really easy. Because in question papers, when they want you to complete squares, they will not say complete the square. They will just say express this in this form. So basically, you have to know that you need to complete the square. They will not say complete the square. They will not write. They will not put that statement that complete the square. So our second example is here. We have 3x squared minus 12x plus 7, and they want us to put it in the form of x plus b squared plus c. Basically, they want you to complete a square. So what you do next, you expand the right side. So this is a double bracket, and when you expand it, it is x squared plus 2bx plus b squared plus c. You can make the a enter, and then we shall have ax squared plus 2ab plus ab squared, and then plus a c. So this is a, I forgot here an x, so this is b, which is the coefficient of x, and what does not contain an x is what we call c. So next, you just compare coefficients. You can see clearly that a is 3. You can see clearly that 2ab, the coefficient of x in the expanded form, is equal to negative 12. So I already know what my a is, so I will have 2 times 3b equaling to negative 12. So I'll have 6b equaling to negative 12, and I will end up having my b, which is simply negative 2. So now if you've gotten your a and you've gotten your b, you can easily get your c. So I know clearly that a b squared plus c is equal to 7. I know what a is, which is 3. I know my b, it is negative 2, so negative 2 squared, I'll end up having 4, then plus c is equal to 7. I'll end up having 12 plus c equaling to 7, and I'll end up having my c as negative 5. So if I'm to substitute back the a, b, and c, I'll end up having a, which is 3, and then x plus b is negative 2, then squared, and minus 5. So you've completed the square. So this is the easiest way of completing the square, where you expand the right side, and then after you compare coefficients and write your answers in the original expression they told you about. That's this marks the end of our lesson. Bye.